Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do another practice makes perfect video tutorial, and this time we're going to take a look at one of my favorite game, The Last of Us Part 2. I've been meaning to do this work for a long time. I really like the game, I love the UI, however it's super simple, so I didn't find it too challenging to create it, and I didn't really see any place where I could show a couple of tricks or tips on Photoshop and stuff, so I didn't really know how to do it. But I came across these really nice artworks, and you can see these artworks directly after you die in a game, and then they'll give you this kind of like tutorial tips. And I really like the style, how they achieve this kind of imagery here, and I was thinking it would be cool to recreate it in Photoshop. So this is what we're going to do. I've got my reference picture here, this runner guy. I like the motion and it's really cool, and I think it will suit very well into this style. I already did a version of it, so this is what I ended up with. It's kind of like a negative kind of style, and a negative film kind of style, and with some blur here and there, and I wanted to show you how to do that. Okay, so let me just turn this off. So the first thing we'll need to do is open this layer and then desaturate the image. Just like to duplicate it and desaturate it, because once you did that, there's no turning back. So we got that, save it, and let's go this kind of there we go. The first thing we want to do after we made it black and white is to add some adjustment layer, and the first one is levels, because the contrast is too high. I want to work on that a little bit, bring in the black values, and just kind of like oh, don't forget to press this button here to clip it to your actual layer here, otherwise it'll affect the whole screen. So bring this in, and then the white as well, create this muted version like that, should be fine. Okay, once that's done, let's do something else. The next one we can do is a gradient map. Don't forget to clip it again, and let me just see if I can just anyway, let's work with this. So the dark values I'm gonna bring in here, and I'm going to change the color to the darkest what we have here in the reference image. So yeah, much better now. And then the lightest will be from here. Yeah, there we go. And then in the middle, actually I want to do this color. There we go. And then just bring in the white a tiny bit more, like oops, like this. Yeah, something like that, it's fine. Okay, let's see what we can. Yeah, I think this should be fine like this. So the next thing we're going to do is just to add another layer, clip it, and start painting in some highlighted areas. Okay, so we can go to our brush tool, and oops, that's not the brush tool, this is the one. And then with white, start to paint in parts of it. Okay, we want to highlight. So I like to isolate sections of the artwork here, so I'm going to try to isolate this section here first, just the arms and the head here, and then with my brush, I start with white, I start to kind of bring in some highlights like this. Yeah, something like that. Now this is too strong, so we have to double click on the layer, and then from the underlying layer you'll have to bring in this little arrow here. The problem is that it's going to give you this really harsh effect, and if you want to soften it, you'll need to hold down on the Alt key and just drag it to one side, right? Take it back to the original place, and then just play with this, right? Like this is fine, maybe a tiny bit this can come. Something like that. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, this is much better now. So press OK, and bring in some more on the places you want to highlight, like this. this area here maybe. There we go, this area here. There we go, and I'm going to reduce the opacity a little bit and just paint in this section in the middle as well here. Alright, so that's pretty good. We can also kind of let me see, we can add a curves adjustment layer just to increase the contrast a tiny bit. So yeah, I'm bringing it down and a bit up here. Let's see when we play with it what we can do. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, this is pretty nice, and we can always go back and just change the levels. Maybe if you want to bring in more details, you can, let's see. Yeah, actually I like it this way here. Yeah, like that. Okay, the next step is going to be this shadow from underneath. So I'm going to create another layer just above so you can see what's happening. Color pick this color from here. There we go. And with a large brush, 100% opacity, start painting in some section of it like this. And once that's done, transform it and then just squash it down like this. Alright, like this should be fine, and then just move it underneath our character. So we're gonna do like this, bring it in a tiny bit like that, and as you can see, there's some nice noise effect going on in here. So what we can do, we can just double click here, go down to outer glow, reset to default, and yeah, blend mode can be normal. I'm just going to increase it to 100% so you can see what's happening here. But what I play with is the noise. So let's go to 10, and then we can play with the size. But I think the size is fine. We can just reduce the opacity to about 20%, and then you can see you'll see this noise on the sides on the top. Okay, and then the very last thing I wanted to do is this kind of blurriness here, what we have. I mean, there's multiple ways to do it, but the way I like to do it is basically just duplicate what we have already here and then just blur it. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then just do like let's say 3. Yeah, about 3 should be fine. And then we can just add a mask and then Command I to invert it, because I want to paint in sections I want to see the blur. Okay, I don't want to see the whole blur. Okay, let's just use the brush tool for that. Decrease the size, use white, and then just paint in parts of it. Like for example here, the shoes, you see here in the back. There we go. The arms, the hands here can go. The back of the head, right? This other hand, elbow, this back part here, maybe here as well. So yeah, just a little bit of it. Yeah, there we go. So this is pretty close what I wanted to do. Obviously we can go back and change it the way we want it. You know, it works much better if you have got like kind of like darker clothes, but yeah, this should be fine. And after that you can draw in these kind of elements what we have here, you know, these stars and stuff. So this is what I wanted to show. I would probably go back and maybe just paint in a bit more white to the face here. Oops, not black. There we go. Something like this, you know. So you can go and add as much as you want, you know, places you like to see it. But this is pretty good for me. I'm happy with that. And this is the tutorial I wanted to share with you. I hope you like it. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and don't forget to hit like. It helps my channel to be more noticed by other people as well. The channel is fairly new, it's just a couple of months old. I only have a couple of hundred of subscribers, so it would be really awesome to see the channel grow. Okay, thank you, bye bye.